Hello there. I'm Mark with Delta Robotics, and I'm here to share with you some of our highlights planning for and attending OpenSauce 2024. At Delta Robotics, we are building a new type of linear actuator out of nitinol, a shape memory alloy. You may have heard of the material from science channels like Veritasium, or from nitinol's use within the medical industry. Our goal is to build artificial muscles for prosthetics and bionics, with our first version targeted at hobbyists and educational robotics programs like FRC. Our first prototype, which we call the ThermoFlex muscle, is what we brought to OpenSauce. We had the chance to meet with many interesting people and potential users of our technology. Most of our work, including the nitinol control system, is open source, and our hope is to empower other inventors to create their own actuators out of nitinol, and to build a community of people interested in bionics. If any of this sounds interesting to you, then please check out our website and join the Discord to participate in fun conversations about bionics, robotics, and prosthetic devices. Links in the description. But anyways, now that you know about us, here is our journey to OpenSauce 2024.
Heyo, we are on our way to OpenSauce 2024.
Yeah, and we're in a packed car because we had brought our entire shop.
We did. Everything we own is in this vehicle, so please don't steal it.
That's what happens when you might need to just repair everything in the middle of the convention.
We're prepared for a nuclear catastrophe. We brought everything to rebuild civilization. It's in this vehicle right back here. All right, well, we'll see you guys in a bit.
Hello.
What time is it?
It's not a touchscreen still.
Yeah, I keep touching it. It's not touchscreen. It's 2:36 a.m. We're in California.
We went back 2 hours, so it would be 4:36 a.m.
Almost there.
We made the insane decision to drive to San Francisco so that we could transport both ourselves and our stuff for cheaper than flying would. Since we were based in Texas, this meant a 21-hour drive. We split it up into 3-hour shifts between the three of us, but it was still really tough. During both the drives there and back, we ate Texas Roadhouse in New Mexico and also in Arizona. To be honest, it was like we never left. And we could even hallucinate that we didn't even leave Texas at all. And that we didn't have hours upon hours of driving left. We left Texas at 11 a.m. and we arrived at 9 a.m. in California. As you can imagine, we were just absolutely filled with energy by the time we got there. No, but in all seriousness, even though we were super exhausted, we were also super energetic. And we could feel the atmosphere of excitement around Cow Palace from the moment we stepped on the property. Setup was relatively simple. We prepared a kick-ass booth that could bring all the nerds to the yard, and we were ready for them, with merch and t-shirts and stickers and a lot of stuff to give out to the people that we met. This first day of the event was called Industry Day, which included just exhibitors, sponsors, and creators. We had the opportunity to meet other awesome exhibitors and even some YouTubers, running into the William Osman himself. And I swear, this photo gets blurrier every time I look at it. I had not one, but 2 brief conversations with him, and I was super surprised at how chill he was while running an event as large as OpenSauce. There were definitely some chaotic moments that just made the whole experience so much more fun, but I bet the staff probably didn't see those moments the same way that we did. The neighboring booth to the right of us was Framework PC, a fellow startup, and a much larger one at that you've probably heard of, that is building modular laptops. Here's a photo of Framework PC's CEO and Joseph Prusa of Prusa 3D Printers talking to each other. It's a little wild to see the CEOs of 2 very large companies right next to you at a conference. Our neighbor on the other side of where Framework PCB was called the American-Made Clean Energy Group with the Department of Energy. Also nearby to us was the very famous Colorado PCB, which, if you don't know, is the PCB company that is family run that William Osman used for his Mr. Beast Squid Game video. Right next to them was Micronics, which may or may not be a touchy subject at this point, but as a fellow founder running a hardware startup, I do understand where they're at. Building electronics is really hard, and I understand why they probably need the support of a large company like Formlabs. But having these conversations with Micronics and many of the other startups and companies around us just got us a lot of exposure into what they're going through and reassurance that everybody is just making some of these same scrappy moves to try to get their companies off the ground and to bring their technology to people, and specifically engineers like most of the people that were at Open Software. While most of our time at Open Sauce was spent in conversations at our own booth, we did venture out to see some of the other projects in the vast exhibit halls. For reference, here's a map of Cow Palace and all of the exhibits. We were located right here on the map. Seeing everything in its entirety was quite literally an impossibility. There were constant shows and panels happening at these two stages, Power Wheels races at this spot, a Pinewood Shredder Derby here, and countless other spectacles happening in parallel. We were not able to get everything that we saw on camera or even see everything that was happening at the event. So I highly recommend watching lots of other people's videos if you want to get a full idea of what this event was like, because it was truly an experience. Myself, Kevin, and Chris all agreed that we're going to have to come back with a larger team if we attend next year so that we can all take advantage of the full event, staffing our booth, as well as being able to talk to everybody and see all of the cool shit that was happening. I personally think that people would pay more for their event to last 2 more days than it did. There was just that much cool stuff happening. A huge thanks goes out to all of the individuals who bought a pre-order of our ThermoFlex Mark 1 kit. If you are interested in pre-ordering one of these kits to support our development as we plan for our launch sometime in August, then please check out our store. We will be releasing these kits very soon after we finish all of our development goals and address all of the feedback that we got from OpenSauce and afterwards. We're now about a month out from when OpenSauce happened, and since then we have gotten to some serious work addressing some of these development goals that you see on screen, among others. It is really important to us that we test out our technology before releasing it and that we receive as much feedback as possible, which our Discord server has been amazing for. But I do plan on releasing a video detailing out the full control system, software, electronics, the current state of it, and the plans that I have for the future. We will also be releasing videos on the specific applications of our artificial muscles, the things that we've built with them so far, and what we have planned feature-wise for those as well as we move on from this first version of our product to upgrading it. If you pre-order now and are one of our first users to receive this product, then you will get priority support toward your project, and whatever software needs that you have, integrations that you need us to build for your specific microcontroller that you're working with, or really anything, we are willing to work on that. We're expanding our team currently so that we can fill all of these needs and so that we can get a really good documentation site out there, build more videos like this one and our technical breakdown videos. We are just super excited to release ThermoFlex Mark 1 to the public and to grow the technology that we've been working on in the lab for months now. But anyways, that pretty much sums up our trip to OpenSauce and to San Francisco, which was an absolutely beautiful place filled with so many interesting people. OpenSauce had many of those interesting people, and just the intelligence that we met there, all of the conversations that we had, they're truly going to drive the direction of this technology, and we are absolutely so thankful for anybody that was at our booth during the event and for the people that are now on our Discord server participating. We're excited to share this tech with the world. If you are interested in following along, then please subscribe and join our Discord server to keep up with the progress as we build these artificial muscles. Our hardware, software, and our shape setting process for the Nitinol springs is being developed completely open source. So we encourage you to get involved and build your own actuators if you have a project that could use a ThermoFlex or Nitinol actuator. Delta Robotics is bringing the difficulty of Nitinol actuation out of research labs and into the hands of our community. Join us if you're interested in bionics, running a startup with an open source side, or if you just want to talk about excitements in the world of robotics.